State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oregon Ducks offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circuit.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on third down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
Snap from the gun on third down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. He leaves it with the back. Got it up for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Bringing the heat. Quick completion on the out. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got his man on the right, and he's dragged down.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He's got incredible speed.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They're dealing with a second and long. The quick out. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johns. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. At the 35, he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Ducks are on the move. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to the ground game on the left. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Kay. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On first down from their own 22. Pocket breaking down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the clock. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Using his legs, it's Johns. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Gonna run it. It's Johns. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. DB's right up on the receivers. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here's the give off the left side. Shakes off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, they're after him. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
To the air on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Got it set up on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They were really aggressive aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man on the outside. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive. Offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Ducks in the hurry up. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The hand to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might... Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Ohio State! As they push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ballgame, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the...
Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fighting off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the right side. Bust through behind his pad. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to... Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.